This is another one of my favorite missions because again it showcases how far you must have come. If you actually manage to platinum it, I mean. This is notoriously one of the hardest missions to platinum, but using the mid-air heavy power attack I was talking about is the easiest way to get it done. It is possible to play through this entire mission without getting hit, but you're probably not going to get a platinum if you do. Because while Max doesn't do a lot, he does distract some of the enemies. And I was doing a great job fighting 3 mutants by myself. Like, I was kicking ass. But the time limit here is important. The way I like to view this mission is that Max is not actually here. Because if you look at his character model, this is pre-fugitive. He looks pretty okay. And I doubt he got his scars fixed up since we saw him back in Hong Long. So I think the Max we're seeing right now is just how Leo remembers him the fondest. Also, getting executions is important to get a platinum. Make sure you execute all 3 mutants. It's important to kill all of these super mutants while they're close together, because if they spread too far apart, the timer will go way down by the time you're finished. That would be the main reason I activated burst mode right now, because even though something more deadly is coming up, this is the time we need it the most. It's time to face a Berserker, and this time without any items. We do have Max with us, but he doesn't do a whole lot. Now, the Berserker has the same moveset more or less as the normal mutants, but it also has a giant blind spot right in its center, which I'm going to make heavy use of. This whole thing is a lot easier if you go around to attack the Berserker's side or back. But like I said, huge blind spot right where his crotch is. We're not going to be playing Leo's third free mission in story mode because I consider it to be separate from the story. Don't worry, we'll cover it. Just not right now.
Well, what do we got here? The Bureau finally get off its lazy ass and come down to do some work?
What do you want?
The Bureau of Public Safety. let me get this straight. You protect the weak from those who threaten them, then remove the threat, right?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What I'm talking about is how if y'all had done your jobs right, my town wouldn't have got eaten by the damn mutant horde. That's what I'm talking about. So, what brings your high and mighty asses down here? Out for a stroll?
Look, I'm sorry you got attacked, but it wasn't my beat. I've got my own business to attend to.
Now you just wait right there. Don't think you're getting past me without a fight.
Why the hell would I want to fight you?
Ain't you here to defend law and order? Well, I just broke several laws. And order? I give fuck all for your order. Now I think I'm gonna take my revenge out of your hide, son.
You'll hopefully notice that the enemies have gotten a lot better at dodging. I've tried to showcase that the AI does get better, and I've tried to showcase the learning curve of uncovering new abilities as the game progresses. But for all intents and purposes, Douglas is still slow and we're still fast. And since he's a CPU, that means he's going to get his ass kicked.
I'm reading 5. Oh, we got a whole lot more incoming.
And you!
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear we got bigger problems than each other right now.
I ain't stupid, kid. Fine, it's true. Just don't get in my way.
That goes double for you. Wouldn't want you taking any collateral damage.
You couldn't take me if you tried, boy.
The most dangerous thing about this mission is the giant pit of sand that appears in the middle of the arena. It's pretty easy to avoid it yourself, though. We don't really need to worry about Douglas either. Aside from this mission being interesting on a story level and having an each set piece, it's really just a much easier version of the mission we already went through. I will say that even though Douglas only appears very briefly, I love him. He's just a really pissed old man. We want to use our grenades on the very last normal mutant, because we want an extra item slot for what this mutant drops. You do want to make sure, though, that you get to execute all of them if you can. This guy drops a rocket launcher, which is pretty handy for, well, this mess. This is really only dangerous if you get reckless, because all 3 types of mutants, berserkers, mutants, and super mutants, they all have the same moves, basically. And you should have memorized their moves by now. I guess you could theoretically get this far in the game by just button mashing, but you probably ended up getting all silvers and bronzes if you did so. And if that is what happened, then really, how can you live with yourself? How do you look at yourself in the mirror?
You didn't do too bad down there.
We done here? I'm on business.
We're done. But if you see any more of them mutants, you kill them for me. I am making it my personal mission to eradicate every last one of those cocksuckers.
That would be my pleasure.
Then off with you.
Later.